the game, and what's going to stop them?
Let's see. Sniper, SF, Razor.
Sniper. First pick. Always go with your first pick.
Shrapnel.
Good call. Good call. That's the sniper. That is the mid or feet hero. That means, what is the? Is it actually Jakiro core then? You think?
Hell yeah.
No, it's a Weehaw Jakiro, and it is a Slardar that looks to be the core for Tomato.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, you guys do not seem confident at all. Remember, mid or feed, they have to win all their games and hope that other people lose to still have a chance.
Garbage.
Are they
I'm
gonna
not
do it?
taking mid or feed solely out of the principle that they're not running core Jakiro and they're running core Slardar.
Core
Off lane Slardar. Or safe lane Slardar.
No.
No. No.
They do have
Navi.
a very fast tempo, and they can take Navi out by surprise. But I'm going to go with Navi. I think they're simply the better team
All
here.
right. I'll go for Navi as well. But let's see. Mirror feed. Maybe this time they'll prove us wrong. Over to OD Pixel and Fogged.
Thank you very much, Shiva. Yeah, we're ready for the final series of the day. We're seeing the boys get middle feed up against Dendi and the lads. It's Navi, ladies and gentlemen. You've seen the drops. Cinderin, he's a madman, and he decided the position 1 slaughter is going to be a thing.
I was about
Going
to
to be
say,
a thing, Fogged, or...
I don't know. Hey, Nox, you know, we're going to put you to work again. When was the last time we saw a 1 Slardar? Because I think it's been ages. Probably, yeah, Loda.
Loda?
Yeah,
There we
back
go.
in the day.
Cinderin coming in with the loader strats.
They at least have Darks here to work with it, so I did like the point that Luminous made toward the end there. Our boy Lumi, he was saying that the fast tempo could catch Navi off guard. I think that's the one thing. The Shrapnel plus Night Stalker rotations, if they can chain kill Death Prophet, I think that's one of their best things so they can get ahead. But I'm really not a fan of this 1 Slardar, to be quite honest with you. And I really like Navi's draft, how rounded about they have. They have Siege from Tiny, they have Siege from Death Prophet, they have a Save, which I always look at to have with Death Prophet, and they've got General on one of his best heroes in my opinion, Batrider. We've seen him go absolutely control the whole game with this Batrider in the early game. So we'll see how it plays out, but Navi's looking to be like a pretty comfortable team fighting lineup. And let's see if Midderfeed can take it with this Sniper Knights early game.
Let's see, indeed. They catch them by surprise, middle feed, with his new age 707 Cinder and Master strategies.
Navi, they are invading.
Kezu.
Kezu's got to not walk up here, and he's already used an Ion
Got a
Shell.
level 1 Iron Shell.
But that's like half his mana pool.
I was going to then looking to chase that, seeing if they could try and abuse that.
Oh, 1 hit. The value hit by the Seneko. All that Arctic burn damage.
Just do that.
All right.
And they are going aggro. So they're putting the Darkseer versus the Batrider, is what it seems to be. But I think we're going to have some lane adjustments coming out. We see Tiny already running all the way bottom.
Oh, got a pause. Tomato's just realized he's playing Slardar. He needs a break to
moment.
get clarification from the captain.
He's like, guys, really?
It's Cinderin.
We've seen core Slardar.
Cinder's just like, got.
But 1 Slardar.
Radiant was pushing.
He almost
He
burned
burnt his lasagna.
That's unforgivable.
Oh, no, Tomato.
So yeah, Crystallize and Wyvern going down bottom, so Crystallize can have that matchup. And Batrider running all the way top. Not deciding to use their TPs off the bat, I guess in case they want to do a secondary lane swap, but they're going to come off to a disadvantage on this one. And now they know the rotation's coming through. We see Cinderin pinging out. He's like, all right, Batrider is walking up here. I'm going to position on high ground and look for him.
Yeah, just make sure he doesn't get to lane.
He's like, okay, we see Batrider. Let's use Dual Breath. Let's use our slows. And let's right-click him.
They can bully him quite a nice little bit. I don't know if they can necessarily get the kill, as General will be back under the tower. Actually, the wave's pushed in, so they can continue to chase this. Yeah, TP reaction is going to be coming in from Navi, but I think General's going to be gone before too soon. Unless they can get the first blood, no. Middle feed will find it. Tomato takes first blood now. Roger, he may just go down as well. He's already used his stun. One more touch will do it, and a second kill for middle feed up top. They want to play around with General again. Tomato, he's in there with the crush. Middle feed surrounding General. Cinderin moving in as he salves out. Clarity's up underneath the cover of the tower. General's been surrounded. He's going to go down almost certainly as Tomato chased it. Oh, no.
Crush does not hit, and now the stick is, and it's level 2 General.
Okay,
he's got the flame break skill, the damage.
Get out, boys. Bail. We must bail. Run away. Yeah, General's going to live. And yeah, Tomato is going to die. It looked like it was nearly going to be incredible for middle feed. I mean, it's not too bad. They get 2 kills, they get first blood. Navi only get 1 in return.
Yep.
But yeah, a little unfortunate Tomato went down at the end there.
I almost feel like it's just worth porting at the start. When you're like, okay, we got to switch lanes, I like not TPing, they give up these kind of kills. It's like if they just TP'd, it's so much safer than having to go for this risk of walking into the darkness.
This is level 1 Nyx Assassin trying to play around with Jakira and Nightstalk. I don't know if this is necessarily going to end in fun and games for the Nyx Assassin. Indeed, it does not.
Okay.
All right, Roger feeds his life away. That's the 3rd kill for middle feed.
During all this crystallized free farming bottom. And they're not letting Kezu really step up to the wave whatsoever, even with the Ion Shells. Ion Shell level 1, as we mentioned, even level 2 is very underwhelming. And how's Dendi doing mid? Oh, Cancel actually found himself a DD rune, so Dendi is having a little bit of trouble now. 9-4 to 9-6 though, pretty relatively even.
See if any rotations do come to the mid lane. I think for the most part, it's just going to stay a 1-for-1 as both teams have their supports, as it were, prioritizing their top lane. Other than obviously the Wyverns who stay down bottom. Top lane, Tomato trying to make a goal on this. He does have 3 stacks of napalm. I know he's got backup, but still, you got to respect the Firefly.
Yeah, he forced the Firefly, but Roger did pull at the same time as this, so he will get the lane under his tower to farm. So much leading levels on this Nyx Assassin support. We don't see it too much anymore. It's been kind of falling out, just because you're weaker than the comparable 4s now.
Appreciate it.
Clarity up the bat. We are in Cinder, and well, looks fit, ready to make the moves, and they're heading towards mid. It will be, of course, we'll spot it out by Dendi.
Tomato.
Know that happened.
So Tomato's going for the treads, so he is going for that damage build, and here we go. Tomato, debut on Slaughter. Mushi, Dichira, and Loda are the carries that have played it repeatedly since 6.88.
Okay.
Mushi playing it twice in the last week. Whoa.
I've got to say,
I guess
I've
we
not
didn't get
seen
to see those
games.
games.
I've
Yeah.
not seen those games.
Sorry, guys. If you did know about that, we apologize. We
Yep.
did not get to see every game in Dota since there's a bajillion qualifiers and tournaments going on at the same time.
Oh, Cinderin, easy bounty when Roger messes up the stunt. Was looking to try and make sure that Cinder doesn't get his hands on it. In fact, Roger just has TP straight out of there.
Next to not a good hero versus Night Stalker in the nighttime.
Yeah, Roger's struggling to have much of an effect in comparison to the movements of middle feed supports.
Seneko putting some harassment onto Cancel. Dendi's not very safe, and he does see the rotations coming out from mid or feed.
It's going to turn towards Weehar, yeah. Keep Weehar and Cinderin zoned out.
Pretty even early game, though, in the last hit department. General falling a bit behind. Comparison to Kezu. And now they have left Crystallize in a 1v1 versus Darkseer. And Darkseer is now level 5. That level 3 Iron Shell is where it starts to really hurt.
Yeah, this is not really the friendliest lane for surely for a Tiny to be on his own in.
No. He can clear the wave pretty quickly now, though, with the tree.
I guess, yep.
Couple hits with treads, you clear it.
Yeah, with the extra range and the cleave, I guess you can work around the Iron Shell, as we're
he
seeing.
starts auto-attacking it right away with those edgy
All right.
treads.
I guess actually in that sense, with the tree, actually it's not that bad of a lane at all. Old Tiny would have had problems. Actually, looking at it now, I want to take back what I said. I feel like this is fine.
Yeah, it's not that actually pretty decent.
And if the Darkseer runs in him, toss him, stun him, you can hold him back, you can get out of there. It's an okay matchup now.
But with Sin coming down with an Iron Shell on him, now Crystallized.
That makes things a little different.
Has to toss him away. But Sin continuing.
He's got the backup of the Wyvern, so Crystallized will be fine. Grabs another tree. Sind indeed, forced back.
I love little Tiny with tree.
Kezu trying to get a look in with the Iron Shell, keep this lane pushed in. And again, the cleave damage.
The 100% clear.
Yeah. Got to be careful how close she gets this Tiny.
Yeah.
Level 5 on Crystallized at the moment. Mid lane CS, how are we doing now? Dendi. 22 for 7, 25 for 14. Cancel keeping a little bit of a lead.
Yeah, the DD and that rotation from the two supports.
Oh, and another DD now as well.
Yeah.
It's going to help out even more.
And Slardar still free farming up top. And he's got Mask of Madness queued up.
Oh, okay. So Treads, Mask of Madness. I mean, imagine what after that you have to get the blink right.
I would assume so. And Roger got the Carapace. He reflects it onto Cancel.
Cancel does have the salve, so not too fussed about that anyway.
Then he's forced back to base, though. And he's almost level 6, but Cancel's going to pull a bit ahead on that experience department.
Down bottom, Seneka. He's on the hunt. Cinderin having to keep himself hidden. Back behind that tower. Crystallized level 6 now. Aquila and Wand on his way out. Getting those early game stats. So we can have a bit of extra beef in this lane up against Kezu. Kezu does have decent potential with Synderen still around, but there is Seneko. I guess, yeah, you're hanging still behind Crystallize, so still very hard for middle feed to make a go on Crystallize. Oh, Crystallize missing a few CS there, boy.
With the tree as well.
Yeah, missing that range creep. Adds up.
Still now on Tiny.
Yeah, overall though, yeah, Tiny CS looking very hot. 47, top net worth.
Synderen's trying to make a move here on mid. Puts the sentry down.
So.
He's expecting there to be a lane ward somewhere around here, but there actually is not for Navi. They have it on the right side. Roger's just sitting mid. And then now Tomato's trying to make the move onto Crystallize with the Ion Shell.
Avalanche comes out. There's the surge. Post-Avalanche, Crystallize. He's got the toss, though. Tomato could still be able to catch this one out as Crystallize sort of stuck in the tree line. Neko's making his way down. Tomato does get the crush. Struggles to get it off straight away. I think that may just be a little too late with Seneko there slowing them down. Crystallize will be fine. And this is...
Hot top is getting chased out too. The stickies are adding up. The cancel's there.
Yes, he is. General's getting in very, very deep. They do have the assassinate coming through onto General, but General's already managed to get the kill on Weeha. Cancel. Looking for this with the shrapnel into the tree line. Can he get it? Stick charges popped by General, but with Sinner in there as well. The two will punish the back. Bit of a deep dive from General. Does force a rotation, but at the end of the day, he's getting a support and he's losing his life as the position 3.
Yeah, he forced 2 rotations.
Sure.
Which is, you know...
Are you happy then?
At least I'm happy he didn't try to TP out. That was the biggest thing. So he does have his TP to TP back into the lane. Crystallize and Roger. They're looking for Tomato. Tomato just starts scurrying away. Roger is the big one that's not really having anywhere to go. He level 3 on Nyx Assassin, 0 and 2. He's just kind of running around. He's not able to make the moves to respond with his teammates. He can't, he just doesn't really have a good place to go. They need more levels.
Yeah, I guess the best bet is really about the sniper. He's relatively squishy to go on, but he's playing it safe, Cans.
Yeah, I think one of his better jobs he could have done during downtime is just stack Ancients, because it hasn't really been him stacking. The Wyvern stacked 1 double camped, and I think the Death Prophet Illusion just stacked again, so they have at least a triple and a double, but yeah, I'm looking for more from Roger this time around, because he's usually the big playmaker for this team.
I think it's hard on the Nyx, as I said. I feel
it is.
Other than the Miracle Nyx Assassin, which will let us sort of an exception, the times we've seen teams play the Nyx Assassin, it seems very hard to have sort of similar impact to what this hero used to be able to do in Dota. It just doesn't feel as strong as it once was. Maybe that's just the teams that we're seeing playing it, but...
It is, I mean, playing the support Nyx is just, it is way tougher now. You really need to just find a place to get your levels, and it looks like that's what they're going to do. General going to resort to the jungle while Roger gets the safe lane. They're like, okay, he needs Vendetta, he needs Arcane Boots to really be able to play his hero at a nicer fashion. But it is very good versus Darkseer throughout all stages of the game. Bottom lane, Crystallize continues just whacking the wave, but he could get in some trouble here. Synderen's in a position to maybe go with Tomato. Crystallize is very far in as well. Under the tower. Whoa.
Oh, the corrosive haze on him and a stun from Tomato. Crystallize, he's going to go down.
That was a
very aggressive. I mean, question marks are out on that one.
That was way too aggressive. I mean, it's under a tower. He saw 2 heroes at least, and it's right next to that tier 1. And that was a little bit too bold by him. There you go.
We'll be fine. Yep, 5-2. Certainly getting the kills middle feed, and Cancel doing pretty damn well on the sniper. It's in a fine place.
Yep.
Hasn't really received too many threats from Navi this game.
The big threat is going to be when General gets that Blink Dagger up, and he is very close to having it. He's going to clear out this double stack. He actually just missed the triple stack, but should have, I mean, we'll have the Blink Dagger anyway off of this one, and has good mana and a smoke already prepared to go for that movement.
I mean, where'd you go with this? Is it what, the Cancel sniper at the top of the shopping list?
Either core. Either the Slardar or
the
the Sniper, I think, is the most desirable targets.
Radiant's top tower is under siege.
At night time, we'll see if middle feed can make a major move. They several Denty showing in the mid lane. He would be a great pickoff, but it's hard. He's got the exorcism. As we said, they're not aware yet, but General does have that Blink Dagger. He's camping out in the top lane behind Crystallize, as it were, sort of hoping the middle feed go for a play up there and then Navi can punish it. Middle feet aren't biting. Tomato remains down on the bottom after Mask of Madness, queuing up the Blink Dagger. In fact, middle feed with this nighttime, they're looking to make a gank. They're looking to make this rotation towards the mid lane. General,
TVs, though,
he can go for the counterplay with that blink, but if he gets jumped on, he may not get the chance to. Surge up on Cinder and General. He actually gets the Firefly up before the Silence. Doesn't look like it matters, though. Too much magical damage and control from the side of middle feed, and the kill is complete. They turn towards Roger. Roger backing off with the Vendetta. Assassinate hits in. Cinderin still continuing to try and chase this. Roger's level 6. Does not have Vendetta available, and with the Silence, have they got the chance to kill him? They have.
Now Crystallize is dead too.
I don't know why this Tiny came in on this one, as he is not getting out of it, at least not without going home in a coffin.
We used to call that save your buddy syndrome. He went to go and help his Nyx assassin, but Roger was looking quite dead there. Tried to use the Vendetta to initiate onto cancel mid while the Batrider was looping in, but slightly faster movement coming out from mid or feed there and collapsing just a bit better.
8-2. Middle
Cancels
feed.
just using Assassinate every time it's off cooldown onto Dendy.
Every little helps. Mid lane, TP in from Roger. As we said, he is 6. He does have that Vendetta. He can look to set things up.
They want to go for some type of smoke play with the lasso into a tower. They want, yeah, smoke kill on mid into tower with Exorcism would be the most ideal here. And they put a Sentry Ward in the mid lane. It does get scouted out though by cancel. Let's see, Vendetta, wrap around. General still hiding in the trees here. Flies is around with the Yasha. It's mid wars. I didn't get to see this.
It was saying that back in the old days, Cinderin used to play mid, and he used to farm Yule Scepter on Night Stalker, and now pretty much no one buys Yule Scepter on Night Stalker.
I saw one the other day.
I think that was the stat.
With the cast range.
It was something like that. Either way, it was probably Flaming Sind.
I would imagine that from Knoxville. Thank you, Knox. Crystallized bottom, trying to continue that farm and push the towers. So there's a slight, the small tower advantage for Navi here, and they do have heavy ancient stacks for that Tiny once he wants to farm them.
Let's see what they can do here mid. General sweeping across, jumps forward. He's got the eyes onto Weehaw. Weehaw drops down the ice bar from the ult, trying to dissuade them from chasing down. I tell you what, it's going to work. General is not going to commit. He's trying to back up. Cinderin jumping across the tree line, chasing him down. The wraparound from Tomato managed to shut off Roger. General does get the reblink back off. Up to the high ground, staying safe for now. Oh,
Kezu knows.
Kezu with the vacuum, drags him back down to the low ground, runs General down. They have the TP coming across from Cinderin, but General actually gets the chance to blink again. They didn't manage to get any damage through. Another TP's coming in from the Jakiro. The wraparound's there from Tomato. They'll finally get him. Does take 4 heroes sort of hunting him down.
You know, it's 10-2, but Navi still does have the gold advantage because Crystallize is farming. Speaking of Crystallize, though, again, cancel now. Looking for him.
Crystallize should be fine. Seneco's there. You say he's got to be careful, Crystallize, but overall still looking pretty good for this Tiny.
So look, Dendy's farming the camp stacks, or he was trying to. All right, he pings him out. He's like, all right, everything's stacked. Then, or not, Tiny, get over there. Those are yours, not mine.
Tomato taking towers.
Almost blink dagger.
Yep, and that will be
and
gaming time.
All chats because he misses the last hit on the tower.
Oh. Time to get good, son.
Deep aggressive wards coming out from Navi. Not only just deep aggressive wards, but wards to see when they maybe go for a smoke and try to contest those ancients. Heavily emphasizing around that mid-tower area. But still able to really poker prod it. They have level 2 Exorcism now, and no Exorcism has been casted yet.
Oh shoot, yeah, that's time to push if there's ever was a time.
Almost Yule's finished on Dendy as well. That'll be nice to stop the initiations, and Tomato does have Blink.
Okay, let's see what they can do with this one.
Could see quite a big battle coming out here.
Ready to make the jumps and the pumps.
Here we go. Exorcism level 2. I wouldn't imagine Midderfeed wants to fight directly into this one. It is pretty tough to fight into level 2 Exorcism this early. They are getting the wraparound though. Tomato's invis too.
He does. He's got the eyes onto General. If they could get a good jump onto the bat, maybe they could try for this. Tomato jumps forward, gets the 2-man crush, sprints back out. Gets himself away, and he sort of leaves Cinderin for that. And that was a little bit awkward.
I don't think it's a good fight to run into.
No, Roger, he's going to see if he can find some extra kills. He's got the eyes onto Kezu, jump forward for General, grabs the lasso, drags him down to the low ground. They land the stun from the high ground, and Kezu's down as well. The plan there from middle feed, I don't know if there was one.
Weehaw got top tower during all that.
I mean, I guess.
Liquid fire. There's that. But yeah, wrapping around onto a level 2 Exorcism with 4 heroes showing. Pretty tough to actually contest versus what Navi had set up there. But yeah, they at least get the tier 2, and now they have some more like vision going into that top jungle. But now Tiny will farm out those stacks. SNY is finished, and he's queued up a Blink Dagger as the next choice.
Okay. I like that. I feel like we haven't seen that actually as much. You know, when they do go for this Treads S and Y build, they don't tend to build Blink at all. Like RT's in Mason, as we were seeing, they go with Treads S and Y, and then they just continue with the right click, go for like the Assault Crest. Which is, I think, RTZ a few times went for the Shadow Blade, but...
Yeah, I think versus Sniper is the big thing, because you can just blink on top of the Sniper and go for the burst, and here we have the replay.
Look at this. Syndra's like, right, let's go, and then, oh no. Sort of just runs in and dies, as Tomato sprints out at the speed of lightning, of course, with that level 4 sprint
mid
in
lane.
the water.
Dendy, getting gone on.
Yeah, Tomato goes straight forward. They've got the DP. Death Prophet down. I mean, they're getting the kills. You know, it's 11 for 4. There's a lot of carnage favoring that middle feeds lineup, and which you would certainly hope so when they're running a position 1 Slardar. They are expected to sort of have this sort of high-paced gaming going on. But overall, definitely, I feel the Warriors for middle feed, that, as you say, they're 18 minutes in. Sure, they're getting a lot of kills, but the net worth difference isn't that great. This may change if they get this. They know that there's no Exorcism. I mean, there's no Death Prophet for 20 seconds. If they can get away with this, that will be very, very nice for this composition that they're trying to run.
Level 2 Corrosive Haze, it's a nice sequence of events. The DP into this, they got it for free.
Navi unable to get in. That is going to be Roche going down. Aegis picked up by Tomato. In fact, Tomato, he wants to fight, jumps up to the high ground, gets the 2-man crush. Suneko falling low, puts the Winter's Curse down to hold Tomato back. The assassinate from Cancel finishes us off. Roger, they get the control as well onto Wyvern. 2 down, jump forward for Tomato. He's got the Corrosive Haze and the crush onto General. 3 quick kills for middle feed, and as soon as they get that Aegis, there's this sort of just compelling spirit and passion that drives within them, and they start to push down mid lane. They've got the power, they've got the momentum, they're ready for these fights. They want to take them. Exorcism is back up. That would be pretty much the big deterrent if it does come out.
Those last 3 minutes of mid or feed were actually perfect, just going for the DP with no Exorcism. Then now they claim themselves 2 towers and the Roche. They've got a good swing of momentum. Crystallize almost Blink Dagger. But still, Roger really struggling in this game as this Nyx Assassin support. 0-5, he's queued up the Midas. Unable to really find any opportunities for himself. Mid or feed, really setting the tempo for this one.
I'll tell you what as well, look at Cinderan's score. He's killing it. He's 5-1 and 8.
That's one of Nightstalker's always been one of his better heroes.
I think it's his best hero. It's like his most played hero, isn't it? I'm pretty sure
he used to play it a lot in the off lane too. He's played it mid, he's played it support, he's played it all over the place. That, Undying, and
it's definitely his favorite.
I think it's probably it's probably his favorite. General, looking for a lasso.
And he'll get it. Jumps forward, manages to find the lasso, drags them back. We are tries to lay down the ice path. 2-man stun comes out, Crystallize with the follow-up, 2-man avalanche, and cleaves them down with the tree. Double kill for Crystallize. They get the assassinate to Suneko. They do find something in return, but now Syndra's in deep. And the Exorcism siphon chase from Dendy, closing the gap on Sin. He's a little too speedy though to cover night time to get the stun onto the sniper though. That's the bigger kill. Triple kill for Crystallize. Putting the work in as soon as he picks up that Blink Dagger. What a way to turn up.
A lot of that was also, I just said Roger, that was a lot of Roger scouting. He got into the high ground positioning, closed the gap onto the sniper for his teammates. So that was really well played by him. And Tomato had the Aegis there, so he wasn't able to actually use it. And now he's going for a tower bottom, but General will get that in. So yeah, Blink reveal on Crystallize and the good positioning by Roger with this another set Exorcism. They claim themselves that tier 1, much needed after the momentum. Bottom lane Tomatoes going for General.
Oh, and he may get this stick charges. No, the cold embrace. Suneko making the saves, and Tomato, he knows he can't get this one. He's got to try and run himself away. Will he make it? With the Splinter Blast, he certainly won't. He's down 1, so look who's here from round 2, Crystallize. Cinderan and Kezu are coming in. They're looking to come in for the saving mission, but the Winter's Curse holds back Cinderan. They won't get the kill of Tomato. In fact, Tomato, he wants to go back in fight now. His friends have turned up, but General's in with the lasso, dragging him back. It doesn't matter, though, because the drag back's there from the vacuum. Kezu sucks the Bat Rider in.
Maybe a bit of miscommunication there. It looked like Suneko really wanted to disengage, but then Crystallize kind of committed, so they kind of like backpedaled back and forth. And mid or feed take big advantage of that. They have Jakiro, so when those heroes die, Liquid Fire on the tower, and the creeps are there as well. They're drawing the line. Cancel wants to go push this out as hard as possible.
And they got this tier 2. This is some surefire momentum from
Oh yeah, Nyx. How could we...
Since most played heroes.
Dire's
Okay.
bottom tower has fallen.
Keep at the line. Alright, so
Dire's bottom
have a look
tower
at that
is being
again.
attacked.
Down bottom. As
See them kind of like backpedaling a bit. Yeah.
oh, and then we're gonna go back to the real timers. Hey, look at their core. Little deep Tomato was coming in. They're trying to find Crystallize. They will get it. Stin's able to find the final touch to get the kill. Kezi drops the wall down. Surge himself away. Dendy looking to chase the easier kill. Turns towards Weehar with the Spirit Siphon and he'll claim it. They'll give themselves 2 kills. Navi. And they find anything more. Doesn't look like they can. Middle feet will get the rest out of there. Crystallize still the highest on the net worth. Kaya is going to be complete for Dendy. You see Roger, he has managed to finish off that Midas recipe. He's going to get close to that. It's actually allowed to take that double damage rune there as Roger does not look at trying to contest it.
All tier 2s claimed already by mid or feed.
I mean, this is the thing. They've claimed all the tier 2s. They're doubling the kills of Navi, yet they're only 2k gold ahead. Like, it feels like the math doesn't check out. And at the end of the day, it's just showing that the farm overall is just much better achieved right now. Now we'll be able to check out this replay back.
Yeah, you see how they were kind of like stutter stepping, and then they're like, oh, should we engage again? And then the save your buddy syndrome kind of happens again. But General trying to help out Seneko gets caught out there. All of mid or feed showing up at a very quick fashion. Punish. But yeah, this is like you're mentioning, it's 18-9, but a lot of this is Crystallized farmed quad ancient stack at the right side, a triple ancient stack on the left.
It's worrying. And look at this mid lane, Roger. And with the setup, onto Weehar. Council's going to be there trying to provide some protection. Siphon from Dendy's who looks to chase down the Jakiro and the magic damage from the critical, and they'll get it. General gets the lock, jumps in, finds the lasso that he needed, grabs in the sniper, takes down Crystallizer with the Winter's Curse. They're setting up for more here, Navi. Double stop from Roger. They have to cleave from the tree from Tiny, punching through them all. Double kill for Dendy, and this Night Stalker Sin, he ain't getting away. Crystallize jumps in with the toss, sets up for Dondo, who picks up the triple.
That was perfectly executed by them there. Going on Weehar, forcing the reaction from mid or feed. General getting the perfect lasso on cancel, and then that curse by Seneko into the follow-up stun from Roger. With the cleaves coming in. That was very nicely done. And now Exorcism.
Look at this push. Can they get in the high ground? I mean, there's 4 heroes dead.
They can do a little bit of damage on it here. I don't know if they'll fully
I think they're going to get, there's no buybacks. I think
they'll maybe get the tower, but I don't think
they'll get the tower. And that's pretty huge. If they can get away with it. I mean, the TP is coming back in. Navi will certainly want to try and stand their ground and finish off the tower, and they certainly will. They'll get the tower. Now they just got to try and get themselves out and not lose any lives off the back of it. Cancels in, but immediate avalanche. Very nice from Crystallize to make sure Cancel can't chase. They've got the Assassinate and the Corrosive Haze vision on General. Tomato's going to see if he can chase the gap. The Blink House there. General gets himself away. Tomato might be able to get Seneko. They continue to chase. They do have the Blink Crush. Seneko, he's down. They'll get one. Tomato and Cinderin continue to chase down the mid lane, seeing if they can get a further kill, but General's already out with the secondary Blink. He's gone. He's out of there. But Navi, they did claim that tier 3. They
quick swing around.
Opening up the racks, opening up those shrines. But middle feed, look, they're now trying to do something themselves.
Roger's looking for a courier, it looks like here. But the courier actually turns around. They expected some kind of movement with that sentry mid. And Roger being out.
I don't know if mid or feed can really push themselves. They don't. I mean, sure, the Jakiro's nice, the range of the sniper's great, but your over 3 heroes pretty much useless when it comes to hitting towers, including your position one. Things will maybe change after he has the assault crash shot.
Tomato.
Oh.
They pinged him out. They know that they have vision there.
They're bringing the gem up. Who's got the gem at the moment? Who picked it up? They gave it to, okay. Oh, here's only Cancel. Cancel's holding it at the moment on middle feed side.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Tomato moving in. See who's going to jump on who. Roger just continuing to try and get info for the side. Right, looks like Tomato will be unable to get a jump with that Invis rune. Navi keeping themselves out of harm's way.
Deep aggressive wards placed by mid or feed during that.
Yep.
They already had one placed on the bottom side, but then the secondary one placed above, so they will see whenever Navi does go for those smoke and movements to pick people off. That's why they backed off all the way to their base just in case. And now, yeah, Mjolnir finished up on cancel, so they do have the high ground defense for quite a while for mid or feed. And with the gem, they should be able to
Radiant's bottom
get
tower
themselves
is
some
being
nice map control, taking out any of the wards that Navi does place. Even though Navi only has 1 down, and they just placed a second one. In very defensive positioning.
Check out Roshan, but still down for 1 more minute. Middle feed can maintain this area around the pit. Seeing how quickly they can take it down.
Yeah.
And that would be the dream against Navi's lineup. Navi get Aegis and Cheese themselves. Middle feed's base could certainly be threatened.
a soldier's fortune.
One of Navi's few wards just got dewarded by Sin's gem. And Sin with that solo crest, he's tanky. Can help out his teammates quite a lot. Navi all smoked up though. Running directly into Sin.
Oh, Sin's got to be careful. But Navi, they're not going to jump for him. They'll hold back AC complete for Crystallize. Got a lot of punch if they can get the lockdown, and they're moving in. General immediately jumps forward, catches out Kezu, drags the Darkseer back into the clutches of the Exorcism, and Navi. They claim Kezu. Can they get more out of this one? Weehar's already teeping out, but he's not going to make it. The Yule Scepter just in time from Dendi. Holds back Weehar and Navi. They set up for the double kill. Lanes are being pushed back in against them, though, so they won't be able to get any sort of siege done with the Exorcism. But
They're running to the Roche.
It's certainly worth it. Oh, if they can get a bit of a start on Roche, they've got a DD as well on Dendi. Every little helps. Crystallizes damage with that Assault Grasp. They are going to have a good shot of bringing this down fast. And as I said, Navi with an Aegis and a Cheese, and then once the Exorcism's back online, that is going to be a hard push for middle feed to defend against.
And it's almost Octarine finished on Dendi with level 18.
Yep.
So that max level Exorcism on top of a reduced cooldown. Roger's also scouting out cancel here. But there is the backup for mid or feed.
General just working as a bit of a block, trying to keep them out from looking into the pit. So Roger doing a decent amount of damage to cancel, but he will pay off his life. Tomato jumps immediately back in us despite Carapace has worn off, and with a few bashes with the Mask of Madness, he claims his life.
Plus 100 bash damage as well from the talent.
And what else does he get? I mean, as the carry the carry Slaughter, do you still take the night vision, or do you actually just take the attack speed because you are that position one? I think you take, surely, I reckon you take the attack speed, don't you?
I think you take the attack speed. The only reason I would think he could take night vision is because they have Night Stalker on their team.
That is
but
true.
I do think that he still would take the attack speed.
Because you're the carry, you need, but the night vision is so good.
Just
and
because they have Night
taking all
Stalker.
the yeah, you're right. Maybe they do still take the night vision even though it's position one.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's still going to take the attack speed.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Night vision sounds pretty legit though with Night Stalker.
I think, it's a hard choice. But I mean, because 50 attack speed, it is a decent amount. It is a decent amount. And as we're saying, he is the position one. And that and AC, you're going to get bashed for days.
Yep. They're looking to try to get something here. Tomato
Tomato's
wants
thinking
to go
about
in.
making a play, but it's hard to do so diving in that close to the tower. They have to respect the fact that Navi, with an Aegis and a Cheese, they have quite the defense.
Crystallize really needs this BKB so he can get into the fights because he has to watch out for Ice Path, and if he gets corrosive haste up, even though he has AC, it's a lot of reduced armor, and he does not have a crazy amount.
Tomato is thinking about it, but he has to hope that someone comes out on their own. They can't dive into the center of Navi's 5-man with Exorcism up. They've got, as you said earlier, with those wards that they managed to get into the base, pretty good info on Navi's whereabouts. They know there's some Navi are outside of the base. They're looking to try and split them up. They've got the silence onto the Nyx Assassin on the side. Tomato tries to crush on General. He doesn't actually make it. He messes up, and off the back of that mess up, he gets dragged back into the base. They drop down the wall onto 3. Crystallize quick with the toss, and the Exorcism from Dendi. They're pummeling through Kezu. Kezu's going to get taken down. Crystallize falling low. Cancel from the sidelines, peeping him down. With that Miona damage, does claim the kill, but overall Dendi just overwhelming the lineup in middle feed with this Exorcism, taking them apart one by one. Weehar's left behind as well. They're going to lose 4 here middle feed. They're going to lose 5. Cancel shut down. Triple kill for Dendi as he turns godlike on this Death Prophet. And that was a bit of a prod and a poke too far from middle feed. We always knew it was going to be hard trying to aggressively look for that situation outside the base of Navi. When Navi, they had Exorcism, they had Cheese, they had Aegis. That was a little bit of a desperate attempt for middle feed, and it is an absolute disaster.
Tomato also went for the Bat Rider, does not get the connection to stun, gets lassoed into the base, pops BKB, gets Winter's Curse during the entire thing, and gets killed by the supports and the offlaners. And now they're able to just claim a Rax and probably more here. Actually, there's still 2
tiers. This on the sidelines, so yeah, a bit of a saving grace there for middle feed, that those 2 side lanes are going to be safe for now, but still, it's a Rax.
That's a massive swing too, because that was their Big smoke reveal. I believe they lost the gem during that too.
They
Yes,
must
they
have.
did.
Yep.
That was a smoke reveal into the BKB from the Slaughter, and they got a pretty okay vacuum combo. But yeah, into that Aegis and Cheese, they just did not have enough to be able to pierce through Dendi.
Yeah, Roger and General both fighting onto the gems for now. Synderin does find the next assassin.
Oh, gem recovered. Sin's probably so happy.
That's pretty nice. And you see the damage of that bash as well on the Corrosive Haze. It does pack quite a punch. Tomato, he'll hold the gem for now, see if he can lead in for more. Level 20 is being hit.
Dendi's got to be careful down here.
See if Tomato could get this. I mean, Dendi is such a big kill. He's worth so much. He's on a godlike streak. And he's safe, though. Hides in the tree line. TP's out. He will be fine. They've got to keep that courier safe, though. He may catch wind of it, and one more touch will do the job. Doesn't quite get it, though. The courier's going to stay safe. Get it back to base, Navi. Still 10k gold lead for Navi. Seeing again this very, very sharp drop off in favor of Navi and away from middle feed, similar to that we saw in the previous series the middle feed plays. It just seems to be this sort of point of the game where one bad fight and it goes drastically bad. But Roger may have handed them a bit of a freebie. It comes in with the TP. They've got the vision for the Corrosive Haze. They're moving forward, trying to find this. They've got the vacuum wall onto 2. Winter's Curse comes out, but with the BKB on Tomato, he's still able to take down 1. Takes down the Wyvern, turning towards Roger, trying to get more. The Crush is there, holding back Crystallize. On the back lines, Cancel's getting destroyed, though, by Dendi. Dendi moves in again, every single fight with this Exorcism doing so much. BKB's popped by Crystallize. They turn towards Synderin. They've only lost the Wyvern, and in return, they take 3 lives away from middle feed. Again, they just cannot get a good fight against Navi. They're fighting every time that the Exorcism is up, and it's an absolute disaster.
It is exactly that. They can't fight into this Exorcism, and now, I mean, Crystallize is also a threat of his own. They try to go on him, but he's pretty durable with the build that he's got going on, and now Tomato.
He's hunting down more. He doesn't have the lasso, but at the same time, Tomato, he does not have the BKB. Dendi's there as well, has the slow from the Siphon. Tomato, the position 1 Slardar, turned into fish fingers.
And that's the gem that they just got back to. So it's looking to be almost impossible for Mineski to take fights into this lineup. Like you said, every single time they go for an engagement, Exorcism's online, and because of that Octarine, it's up again in 40 seconds.
I mean, Dendi has been having such a game. He's 12-1-6 on this Death Prophet. It was a perfect pick for this game. Like, we've seen each and every fight, they just cannot control him. They can't keep him away. There's no sort of peeling, taking him away from the front lines. He's been able to get the wraparound on Cancel Sniper multiple times in these fights.
Yeah.
Now the jump in straight away, talking about Cancel Sniper. They're on top of him. Kezu, he gets a nice vacuum. It's not enough, though. The damage from Crystallize with that tree, far too much for them to deal with. They'll pop down the Winter's Curse, buying a little setup for Kezu to get pummeled by the big old Tiny. 3 dead once again on middle feed. Navi, they're onto the tier 3s, looking to clean up the base. Dendi has the Exorcism back up, and he's going to pop it out and look to clean up this top racks very quickly. Still a tier 2 alive on the bottom lane, and they do have buybacks middle feed, so they may hold on for one more fight. But this game, once again, looking to be vastly out of control for middle feed.
Dendi was starting to make the way toward bottom, and then I think he's like, oh wait, there's still tier 2. Okay, I'll just clean up some base buildings.
Dendi's got to complete his Shiva's Guard. He's level 24, Shiva's Guard, 35 minutes in. This is insanely massive Death Prophet, and the same as you say can be said for Crystallize. Spirit Vessel complete for Seneko as well. And, out of interest, what did the Slardar take at 20 in the end?
Did he actually hit 20? No.
Oh, he did not. Feels bad. He's nearly there.
He's nearly there.
I'm just intrigued.
Out of curiosity.
Out of curiosity.
I think he would take the attack speed, but yeah, like we said, because Night Stalker.
I don't know. Maybe even when you're behind, you take the night vision because you know you're going to have to do these sort of aggressive ganks, these sort of, you know, where you need that sort of extra info. But we'll see.
We'll see.
I'm sure you're right. I'm sure it takes attacks.
Let's see. He's trying to get it. He's about to have level 20, cleaning up the last
catapult. There we go.
Catapult.
What's he going to do? Carry Slardar. What's the talent build?
Attack speed.
It is the attack speed. Yeah, you're right. Tomato doing his best to...
Crystallize has a DD.
Oh dear, look at that tiny go. That was cancel. That was their sniper. That was a large bit at their high ground defense.
Oh, and the tree. Nelson.
Damn.
400 damage tree.
On the plus side, I mean, I don't think Cancel was that high level, so he's not actually dead for that long. He'll be back in 30. Might be after the racks and tier 3 on the spawn lane have already gone.
You're always finding the positives. General, looking to get a jump.
Oh, and
finds
he's going to
Finn.
find it as well. Straight in onto Sinner and drags him back. Kezu comes in, looks for the vacuum, but the silence is out. Stun from Roger, clips onto Cinderin. Night Stalker's out for 50 seconds, and Dendy just moving in with the exorcism. Crystallize jumping in, looking for action. Finds Weehar here with the toss forward, tossing Tomato back on top of the dragon. Buyback from Weehar, but the bottom racks, they're falling. Navi cleaning up the base.
Did you see that? Crystallize through the tree while Weehaw was dying, and Weehaw bought back, and the tree redirected to go to the fountain to hit him. So, okay, cool interaction.
That's
Kezu
balance.
has to be careful. They are trying to focus on Roger, who's inside of the burrow, though.
Kezu's down. He's out. Crystallize jumps forward. GG is called. This game is well and truly over as Crystallize and Dendy both end the game on beyond godlike streaks.
What was Wyvern picked? Wyvern was picked what? First two
I
as
think it was
well.
first pick, wasn't it?
So like, that was also the biggest big concern I had coming into this game is there's a Wyvern and they decided to go for this carry starter. I think they made adjustments to like make up for like what the draft kind of ended up in, but Navi's draft overall just looked a lot crisper, better team fight, and I mean Dendy overall had an excellent game. They farmed ancient stacks. They took like 1 or 2 great fights, and